Hello everyone, and welcome to the first Epilogue episode. Like I mentioned in the last one, these are sort of optional. It's not part of the main run because I have declared that disaster save saved, and technically things should be over. But then again, this is kind of fun. Like I mentioned, these are going to be a lot more edited, so you're going to get more like a highlights. I'm not going to show you every single battle, every single move, every single plan, but I'll run you through the global strategic efforts, and that'll cut down a little bit. Otherwise, it tends to get a bit tedious. So I'm going to have to get you up to date to what we're going to be doing next. Well, first of all, the long-term strategy. The first goal is going to be to clean up Europe, basically. So we do have some free French here. We're not yet completely in control of Austria, which is not right. And there's still the question of Yugoslavia, Greece, legionary Romania, the remainders of Czechoslovakia. Hungary is a bit on the small side. So a lot of things we can do here to improve the situation. In that regard, the first two operations I've planned, the majority of the work is going to be done by the First Army. The First Army at this point is fully mechanized, so as you see, there's no more infantry. We've got the tank divisions, which I am going to make some more of once I have more tanks. We have actual mechanized divisions, and these mechanized divisions are consisting of 10 actual mechanized infantry, plus 2 self-propelled artillery and a self-propelled anti-air, because the air situation generally is such that the Allies can easily field 4,000 fighters in most areas, which makes it extremely difficult to operate under green air, which is why everything has a good amount of AA. The Americans obviously are planning yet another Normandy landing, so I'm sending the rest of the First Army's mechanized divisions north. They have some firepower, so they can do things like help out with naval invasions if necessary. The other thing, we've got the Third Army's mountain divisions somewhere here. Yeah, they're getting into position as we speak. So we've got the Third Army's mountain divisions getting ready near Salzburg, and I've got the First Army's heavy river crossing or heavy river assault divisions to help with a pincer move through Salzburg, the mountains, and trying to cut off everything with the limited amount of special forces that we have here. So that's that. I'm still building up some more refineries for more oil, but I have changed the production line a little bit. We now have the Mark III Typhoons, and the Mark III Typhoons are effectively a fighter refit of the heavy interceptor model. So they are maximized for air attack. They've got 96 air attack due to the heavy cannons, which does impact their agility somewhat, but they do have a relatively decent air defense with two armor plates and the sealed fuel tanks. And they are actual twin jet engine machines. So rather the single jet engine fighters that we've been building before. These are very expensive, but I'm not optimizing for cost at this point because, it's extreme late game. So this is going to be the new generation of fighters that we'll be building pretty much exclusively. I've also started building some transport planes. That's mostly for supply situations in the north, because future northern operations here are going to be absolutely supply deserts. So if I'm going to do that with tank divisions, that's going to be difficult. And as you might see, I'm building a navy. So what ships do we have? We have let's start with the big ones. We've got the Paldiski class, which is a battle cruiser. So this is a fully decked out 1944 battle cruiser with 109 heavy attack and a relatively respectable light attack from the secondaries. All the secondaries are dual purpose, so we're going to have some good anti-air as well. And this is going to be the core. I am building 4 of these. I'm still building up the shipyards to actually get these out. I'm building 4 of these as the core of the Finno-Ugrian Navy. As escorts, we then have the Abruca class of light cruisers. These are escort cruisers with a lot of 150mm guns. And these have a 50 light attack, so they are very good at shredding enemy screens. And they have some torpedoes on them as well. And lastly, we do have the Wambola class of fleet destroyers. These are a combined torpedo attack, light attack with dual purpose 127mm anti-air and surface guns, as well as full-on submarine detection and depth charges for submarine attack. So they are all-purpose fleet destroyers that are going to be operating with the fleet. Now, why on earth am I building the fleet? Well, first of all, the Allied fleet that's trapped in the Baltics is rapidly running out of operational ships. As you can see, the number of ships operating used to be about 500 in this region. Now it's down to 30 to 50, which means that we have a mission for our heavy marines, our mechanized marines, because they still hold Irland, Gotland, and I'm not sure how to pronounce that. Sjelland, I will assume. So the Marines can clear that out, and I'm going to need some Navy to just I can use the submarines potentially if the fleet's out of action. But if we do want to take on the British, we do have to find ways to whittle down the enemy Navy. And yes, I could do this from the air, but I'm also going to need a surface fleet. So for now, we are going to start constructing an actual surface fleet. This is for future operations, but it takes, as you can see, a long time to actually get these things built. So that's happening. I have everything balanced out resource-wise in trade, and the rest of the divisions that you see here are mostly infantry divisions, and they are. So if we're looking at this division template here, that's a 9-1 infantry. So they are good at holding positions, but that's about it. They are very much not capable of launching much in terms of offensive operations, simply due to the fact that defense is so strong at this point. So most of the focus is going to be in the First Army. I have changed things around a little bit already. So we are now using the Accomplished Heritage, which halves the Grand Medal cost. And I will eventually, once we launch larger operations, change the static warfare into probably logistical focus, unless I'm going to actually switch the doctrine over into superior firepower. But I'm actually reasonably happy with this, because we do have a good amount of. So we could either use superior firepower or mobile warfare, just to buff our tanks. I'll look into it, and I might switch this around, because most of the focus is really going to be on the First Army's divisions. That will cost us a lot in terms of defense. However, the Germans are assisting now, and at this point are packing up I think enough on our defensive lines that the Allies are not going to be able to breach these lines, even if I'm changing away from the maximum defense, because these are dug-in divisions. They have an incredible amount of defense due to the doctrine and the whole setup. So switching generally into a more offensive operation is probably something that I'll be doing. And yes, I am on trade interdiction, which I am going to stick with. So I have no intention of changing this, because this is assisting with our submarine operations. I have left them as in the larger groups, because that means they are actually reasonably effective at taking out some of the massive British convoys I've seen sailing around here in terms of trade from some of the Soviet republics or former Soviet republics. So that's that. But for now, we are going to get ready to launch the first operation to clean up Vichy France. We've got the Air Force up in the air, so now it's just a matter of, and I think there's so little left here that I'm just going to roll straight through it, honestly. It's just a matter of using the tank divisions to literally just mop up the remaining remaining troops here, and we're going to get the infantry to follow up. So let's go. Mechanized infantry is fast and is going to follow that up relatively easily. So tanks through, and we will clean whatever is left here. Yep, we're sending the tanks to Nancy. Mulhouse is going to be taken. I'm not sure who's in control of this. It looks as if I am in control of it, just from the color. But there goes the remainder, and we'll just take this bit here as well. There goes the remainder of Free France. Okay, all cleaned up. Germany has taken it over. So Vichy is not in the war. So unfortunately, while I have sent some equipment, or tried to send some equipment to the Italians, which I don't think is going through, the Allies are very quickly going to rush through Italy. Which means I can now reposition the first, potentially just to clean up the Czech Republic here. There might be a couple of positions where we can break through towards the north and retake some territory here, destroy some allied salients here, and we could also push towards Romania. Now Romania is not ideal to be taken from the west because of the mountainous territory here. However, we might be able to just go through the Belgrade plains and push more into that direction and take Yugoslavia out on as we are. But for now, the very next thing that I'm going to look at is getting Austria cleaned up. So while I'm going to reorient the First Army's assault troops onto the east here, the mountaineers can make themselves useful in taking on and trying to breach through Austria as much as possible. I'm not sure how far we're going to get, but we will find out. So Vichy France has asked to join the faction, which is interesting because I'm not sure if Germany can execute Case Anton, which is the annexation of Vichy France, if they are in the faction. Also, this will obviously extend our lines quite significantly. They do have some divisions by themselves, which is not terrible, so they might be able to actually help with anything. Vichy France owns large amounts of territory in Africa, so I'm not sure if it's a great idea to do it. I don't know what decisions the Germans have done, because I can only see their focus tree, but I can't actually see their decision tree if they could take the Case Anton decision or not. I think they can't take it if Vichy France owns African territories. So in that case, you know what? I will allow it. Worst case, we'll just take them over, because that'll give us an inroad into Italy and gives me an opportunity to go through Nice into northern Italy, and that might be an interesting way to pinch Yugoslavia from two sides as well. So Vichy France has joined. And now we are going to begin with the assault. I've got the Air Force ready, so let's get ourselves green airs over the Alps. We should have enough fighters up to make that happen. And then we will see. So what we'll do is we'll push across the river with the heavy river assault here, and we will simultaneously attack Salzburg with the mountaineers, with the intent for those to then cut off these stranded divisions over there, and for the rest to... Where are we going from here? Okay, we need both here anyway. With the rest to go through here and then make their way... Okay, we'll figure that out as we go. Come on. No, you go here and then through there, and that should, if we can manage to get through, cut off some divisions over there. Alright, let's go. Heavy river assault is starting. That's a lot of divisions over there, but these are my heavy river assault tanks. They are not gonna have much fun here. And I am sending some infantry divisions in here as well, just to help out with it. Mountaineers in the mountains are showing the Czech who's boss. And Italy has called Vichy France into the war. Now, this obviously means that France is in the war, which means they can probably launch assaults directly into the British holdings here in the north and liberate some Italy. That would be lovely. So if Italy and Vichy France together can figure this out, that would be great. Now, how's the air situation over the Alps? We have green air, although they are sending a larger number of fighters in, but so far I think we can hold our own here. That's generally the problem with the Allies, that they are just sending so many fighters in there. And we will try to use this division to pin them here. How many are these? Because that's 10 divisions over there. I need these encircled before we are going to move on. So the Alpine divisions here, my Alpine divisions, need to catch them before they get out. And I think we almost got that. 4 divisions going in. I think we've got them. And the other 2 have gotten across the river. So now it's just a matter of we can use them actually to pin the divisions here. And it's a matter of the Mountaineers to make their way around. The Germans are helping out with the pinning operation as well. Like, nicely done, Germany. And we are pushing into some Polish defenders here in the mountains, but my mountain divisions are moving in. Please, everybody move that way. And then we should... I'm reasonably certain that these are then encircled, because Germany is also pushing here, so let's try to assist with that if we can. That is 5 divisions. I think we can push them from there. That should not be too much of a problem. And now just the Mountaineers need to clean them up here. And then we'll finish them off. Although at this point the tanks are actually pushing them out already. So let's see if we can get the Mountaineers across here. They should be faster in the mountains themselves. I may have to actually stop that pinning operation, because they are causing so much damage that these divisions are constantly moving out, which is counterproductive, because I don't want them to move out. I'm gonna get one. No, we can't get through there. Okay, never mind. All right, we do have to wait for this area here to be destroyed, though. So we may as well assist from the other side. I know this is across the river; it's less than ideal, but I do have one of the tank divisions here operational as well. I think yes, we can assist from this side, and that should clear out this position without too much trouble. There we go. One more to go. And then we'll leave the mountain divisions here. And we'll just clean everything up. Okay. So that's 5 divisions here. In that case, I think everyone can already take care of that. And then the Mountaineers can move themselves over this way and assist with the wiping out. Yeah, we don't need the mountain troops here. We've got enough troops here to... Can we not get directly? Yes, we can. We've got enough troops here to wipe these out, and we can get the mountain divisions to... We're going to get the mountain divisions to assist. And then, how is it looking? And then we are almost in Innsbruck, to be honest. This is all presumably mountainous terrain. If I can select it, which I can't because there's too many. There's too many divisions here. Let's wipe them out. Let's wipe them out over there. And okay, that's that taken care of. We'll wipe them out over here, and then we have at least most of the Alpine region here under our control. I would probably, since I've got the mountain divisions here, still like to retake Innsbruck, because that's also a significant supply hub, and if we can, the airport here as well. How is our air war going? we are wearing them down and causing some casualties, although we are taking some ourselves, but that's alright. Let's get the mountain divisions in to clean up these. How many are there? 10 divisions that are now stuck in the Alps. And then after that, we will get all the 4 of them back onto the front line and try to retake Innsbruck and the rest of Austria, which is this area here. So for that, we can already get the river crossing divisions that we've been using there earlier, and give them a new front line to clear out the positions that are not mountainous. So just these things here. So let's get these 3 divisions in. It's always useful if you do need to cross a river somewhere to have these around. And here we are. Let's get the infantry in there as well. We're almost done. And then the mountain divisions can make their way. I'm not sure whose front line this is here, so let's just clean them up. The mountain divisions can move back here, and we're already done. So they can have a new front line here. And their order is going to be to push towards the borders of Switzerland. All right. While we have everything organized here in that way, I'm just waiting for my tanks to get there, because tanks are a bit slow and the mountaineers need to get there. All right. Next up, liberation of Innsbruck. Oh, and just to show you what kind of mayhem my submarines can cause, that's 3 Mexican convoys, that's 3 Canadian ones. That's another 3 Canadians, that's 3 American convoys, 2 French, another 3 Canadian convoys. I had like 18 British convoys here somewhere just a second ago. I think I clicked it away already. But that's another 3 British, another 3 British. And we've seen these. And we've got another 2 Canadians. Yeah, I think I had somewhere there I had 18 British divisions that were taken out. Now these convoys all are guarded, but oh, there we go, another 18 British divisions. These convoys all are guarded, but the submarines have enough firepower in these larger wolf packs to make that happen. All right, by now I should have the mountain divisions recovered. Yes, I do. So we will attempt with the mountaineers to see if we can push that way, and we will use the mechanized divisions to assault in the other directions here, and we'll see how that goes. Okay, we are facing not much of an opposition. We do have a fair amount of air. We have green air over the Alpine region. We've got we should have more. We should have 400 close air wings, 400 close air support planes in the area. Once we've taken the Tyrol air base, actually, let's send an infantry division here. That one's useless. Let's send 2 infantry divisions here to make sure we're capturing this area. And I may actually divert potentially. If we can break through here, I'm gonna get naval invasion. It's in Italy. Yeah, who cares about Italy? The French are currently trying to liberate Italy. We'll help out there in a minute. There appear to have some more free French have been discovered somewhere. But what I want to see is if we can actually manage to get out of this here and get ourselves a foothold on the other side of the Alps. I don't think we're going to manage to actually contain this, but let's see what we can do. And so far, we are still pushing in the foot. We're still pushing into the foot regions here, and the mountaineers are pushing towards the Swiss border. At which point we should be able to clear up the rest here, because by that point they should then be encircled. So let's... okay, instantly getting counterattacked here. It's fine. I'm going to need my mountaineers elsewhere. I was just checking if this was going to be empty or not. So let's get the mountaineers to sweep around. We are being contested in the air, but we're holding our own at this point. Losses, yes, but we are inflicting quite severe losses on them in return. And someone is naval invading in Sweden. I'm not sure from where, but it could also be that these are actually attempted naval invasions. Could be. All these British transport, 28 British transports. This is going to be trade, so that's going to be the Brits trading somewhere. Mountain troops on the way. I'm going to just leave that infantry division to hold. We're going to get them to move south, and actually just to hold here. Let's give them a line here. Actually, 2 divisions. And that should do it. Mountaineers are pushing through. Tanks have pushed through in the south. Can we assault this? Yes, we can. This is in the mountains, but they have so little fighting power left in them that there's actually really nothing they can do. And we may actually be able to swoop through the south here as well. We'll see. I think at this point I don't even need all the mountaineers there. I think I've cut them off at this stage. But I will bring them in just to... Yeah, they should be cut off. I don't think they can escape from here. I'll bring them in just to finish them off. There would be the encirclement if we can make it. But we'll have to break them here first. So we'll finish this off. And then I might send my mountaineers south, although do I want to push into northern Italy at this stage? Italy is lost for now, but we'll help out and retake. I think I'll leave that for a concerted push into northern Italy, otherwise we'll be fracturing our efforts here too much. We have managed the encirclement, but I think most of the troops unfortunately did escape, so... we will see. We'll see how much we get out of this, but there are definitely another 8 British divisions that we managed to catch. So let's get our mountain divisions ready to start helping out with that. And yeah, we're holding territory in the south here. Well, we'll capture more if we can, but the Germans will eventually take that over. And this here is now just a matter of cleaning up the last... Okay, that's actually a counterattack. Of cleaning up the remaining positions here, and then we'll get on with the next operation. I think I can already take the Air Force down for now, because the losses are starting to mount a little bit. So we do need to let them recover a bit here before we start. Before we do that kind of operation again. And we have captured a Polish operative. All right. Meanwhile, our first, that is terrible in terms of supply. Okay, I did not see that this was this bad in supply over here. Yes, we do definitely need to. Well, let's see if we can manage to break through without air support, because I'm going to need the air wings to recover. So can I get the tanks to break through here? And then pretty much just drive around and cut them off somewhere near Krakow. That might be a little bit much. Maybe we'll just connect in the north here. So let's see if we can get the tanks to breach, and then connect here. And we'll cut all these divisions here in the Czech Republic off. We'll see if we can make that happen. I think so. Even though we don't have the Air Force here right now, because Air Force is currently recovering, but we should be able to breach through here, and then at least 2 tank divisions still have supply, and then use our momentum to cut everything off here, and we'll have the mechanized divisions following suit. 6 tank divisions. There's not much, even if they're running low on fuel, there shouldn't be an awful lot that can stand against them. So let's make sure we are going to get that sorted. A naval invasion in southern France. Yeah, I'm gonna let the French deal with that. I think it's 1 British division or something. Not much that I need to worry about. I'll just get everybody here to move on here with their lives. And the Germans are very quick actually at backfilling positions, so Despite desperate Allied counterattacks, I don't think they're getting through that, and we should be able to take the northern positions there. Yeah, there's that's where the supply base is. So let's see if we can get that surrounded. Otherwise, we'll just that's a level 2-4. That may be a little ambitious. We will see, because we have so little fuel right now. We might just have to take Pskov, actually. Let's do that. Let's assault that here, secure the supply base, and then we'll proceed north and surround everything else. Meanwhile, Vichy France can probably deal with that one British division there. Yeah, we have a lot of... they have managed to break through the mountains, which is great, which means I can bring the tanks over here and then swoop into northern Italy, cut off all the remaining Allied divisions here, and then maybe we'll even clean up Switzerland. We will see about that. But for now, it's just a question of, can we take Pskov? And yeah, my tanks are very much out of fuel. I might need the Air Force over here. Let's quickly... Do we have a large airport anywhere where we can send... let's get fighter wings over here. And close air support over there. Pskov is Czechoslovakia. So actually we've sent the fighter wings over this way. And let's get ourselves some aerial superiority and some ground support over Czechoslovakia. And I've got another wing here. Let's divert another wing over there. Okay, is that enough to allow me to assault Pskov? Let's see. With green air over Czechoslovakia, that should be possible. And there's actually not much Allied air here, so we're gonna get the tanks to swoop north after. Actually, just hold Pskov. Connect the supply, then we'll swoop north and take things out. And then next episode, I think we'll complete the Czechoslovakia operation here, take out this huge amount of Allied divisions if we can, push into the border of Romania, and then we can swoop around and launch some operations here. Although I think we have no supply there. Yeah, that's a usual problem. We tend not to have supply here. That because we only have a port in the south, so that's actually less than ideal. Okay, so next operation is going to be to clean up in Eastern Europe. And we'll see if we can make some encirclements happen. Actually, from Pskov, once we have supply in Pskov, which we are going to get, maybe, potentially. Oh, are we not getting supply? No supply connection to Pskov. Well, that's annoying because that's where the railway is. But anyway, we do actually have we have gotten some fuel out of this. So let's get the tanks to push north towards Tarnov, and then see if we can cut them off here. Let's see, and we can get the motorized to help out as well. There should be some supply at least coming out of this. So worst case, we'll have to build some bridges, but that means we are no longer fighting in Czechoslovakia, but we are fighting in Western Poland, and I think my Air Force needs a rest because it is being battered. So air wings down and replenish, especially the fighter wings, while the ground operations continue. And you as well, push north. That should do it. And we'll see the outcome of that in the next episode. That's it for me today. Thanks everybody, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.